This is the Star News Brief. I'm Mark Gitau. Opposition Chief Raila Odinga has been rattled by President William Ruto's political moves as the latter aggressively moves to chip away ODM's political support in the party's traditional strongholds. Ruto's UDA has been on a charm offensive in Nyanza, Coast and Western, Raila's known bastions, recruiting members and poaching Raila's lieutenants with an eye on the 2027 polls. The president's efforts has seen Raila lose several of his ardent foot soldiers, especially in Luo Nyanza, which is the first against the ODM Supremo since he contested the presidency in 1987. After months of a political lull, Raila has now swung into action to consolidate his support base and revamp his party. Part of the strategy is the massive membership recruitment drive across the country. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper with only 40 shillings through www.mgazeti.com. A new book has revealed the behind-the-scenes intrigues that propelled President William Ruto's political career and exposed how his friendship with his former boss Uhuru Kenyatta blossomed in the late 1990s. In a tell-it-all book titled The Close Shave, the life of William Ruto, writer Peter Thatia tells the president's political story as one laden with heroics and marked by palace coups. The book, the latest no-holds-barred biography of the president, reveals how Ruto has in all his political battles been depicted as an underdog in a career replete with close shaves. The writer traces the history of Ruto's friendship with Uhuru, revealing how the two worked closely under Moi to consolidate their foothold in KANU, despite resistance from then-seasoned political old guards. Through interviews pieced together from the country's key political figures, Thatia also lifts the lead on how Ruto and Uhuru worked with Justin Muturi, now Attorney General, to straddle the country like the proverbial colossus. An online gambling firm that allows a bet of less than 20 shillings could be fined 5 million shillings under a bill before Parliament. Radios and TV stations will also be banned from airing gambling advertisements between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. In addition, a person who operates or conducts any form of gambling without a license shall face a 3 million shillings fine or 3 years in jail. Repeat offenders will face 5 million shillings fine, 5 years in jail, or both. These are some of the strict, tough new rules awaiting betting firms and gamblers in a bill before Parliament. The sweeping Gambling Control Bill 2023 will repeal the current Betting, Lotteries and Gambling Act, enhance taxes and fines for offences, and establish a new authority to regulate the gambling sector. Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka has declared that he will face off with President William Ruto as the Azimio presidential candidate, this even as he threatened to crumble entire bipartisan talks that enter the penultimate stage this week if the issue of the cost of living is not factored in. Speaking in Machakos on Sunday, Kalonzo said he was confident that with support from other Azimio principals, he would emerge victorious to become the country's 6th president. He said ODM chief Raila Odinga has indicated that he will support his bid this time round as the alliance's flag bearer, having supported him 3 consecutive times. Former President Daniel Moi's name has been mentioned in a court dispute involving an 81-year-old grandfather and Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua over a 1.5 billion shillings land in Embakasi, Nairobi. John Ohaz, 81 years old, on Wednesday told Environment and Land Court Judge Oguto Mboya that he was allocated the parcel by the former president in 1994. Ohaz, who is a former director of physical planning at the Lands Ministry, said the land was registered in his name and due process followed, including allotment, survey and issuing of a title deed. He said Moi signed his land ownership documents. Gachagua, through his company Wamunyoro Investment Limited, is laying claim to the prime property. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper with only 40 shillings through www.mgazeti.com.